I see it's one of those deals I get in your car and you drive, hey?
It is.
Would you be terribly offended if I just followed in my own car? I mean, kind of illegally parked and,
I would not. You may do so.
I may?
Yes.
Alright then, let me get in my own car and you'll lead the way. This is a peculiar route.
Welcome back, y'all. You are now listening to The Lab, a bright star shining through the darkness of San Andreas. You mean like the sun? That's right. One day the sun will incinerate the earth. I guarantee you believe in global warming once your shit is on fire.
Let me tell you something. The sun, it's a little known fact, it's made of helium. This means when you fly into it, you will talk really funny before you die.
Like a little person in one of those movies about candy factories.
Real talk, bro.
Tectonics. Relativity.
Shit, these guys
I
don't
presume you have been here before.
Not really, no. I mean, I was concerned about getting up here, but I'm pretty glad my car's off road tracks. Well, tires. So, what is this about, man?
We have to go on a walk north about... I do not know how far.
Walk up in the mountains. Well, let me just grab a bag. Alright, Mr. Birdman. Oh, by the way, I got you a little something. It's another garden gnome.
Fun. This may be a long walk. We could have went a slightly quicker route in my vehicle, although I'm not sure if that would be best. Have you ever been up Mount Gordo?
If I've ever been up here?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't say I have. Not much of a mountain person.
Most people aren't. Would you prefer I move a little quicker?
Pardon, if I would prefer something a little quicker, that's fine with me. A little bit of exercise never hurt anyone. Well, except those people who dope themselves up to participate in professional athletics. They kind of fuck themselves over.
40% of serial killers are done to people who are hiking.
Well, that's less than 50%, so I'm gonna take my chances with that. Besides, I did say I would bring my gun.
I assume you have.
Well, you assumed correct, my good man. That's a good deterrent in case you run into those remaining 40%.
Most murders are occurred to people close.
Well, that's good, because you know that whole saying, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer?
I am aware.
Well, I ain't got no friends, so that's kind of an easier done than said.
Why don't you have any friends, Mr. Jerusalem?
Never bothered. Can't see the old fuss. Go out every once in a while, have a couple of beers, bitch and moan about the wife. About having a dead-end job that's going nowhere in any particular direction. I mean, yeah. I'm one of those kind of guys who don't really put much effort into socializing. I do my job and might not be glorious, might barely pay the bills, but I like it. And I feel I have a purpose.
A purpose to spread the truth?
Oh yeah, and find it, of course. You can't spread something you haven't found unless it's grade A bullshit. And I mean the really good premium kind of bullshit that you kind of have to get from the government itself. Well, that kind of bullshit is its weight worth in gold. You don't really fertilize good plants of lies with that kind of bullshit.
I understand. An aversion to the government is, I believe, the correct aversion.
Well, too many journalists and of my colleagues, they're just too busy being their extra mouthpiece. I mean, shit, politicians already have shit coming out of both holes. Why would they really need a third one?
It's a good question.
Well, I am sure regretting my whole lifestyle choice of not wearing socks, but enough about me and my socks. What about you? How goes the cult?
It is not as it has been.
Oh.
This today will be a great occasion.
Well, we're out in the boonies, and there's Jackrabbit. Hope it doesn't go jack off. But yeah, and there's a bunch of people with backpacks, so I feel like I'm kind of in the right place here.
Yes, I'm making this guy a sovereign citizen.
You do fit in. Although, I'm not too sure about your sandals.
I think it's moccasins or whatever, but yeah.
The cult, as you put it, was very low in members.
Oh shit.
There was
Guess you're gonna have to organize more virgins and more drug use. I hear that's how you get youth these days. And for some reason also 50-year-old men with midlife crisis. Not that I would know anything about that.
You don't seem like the kind of person.
Yeah, it's more like a quarter-way crisis in my case, I guess.
We have 5 members concurrently.
Well, shit, that's more members than I have friends. Well, like, a lot. But then again, anything times 0, anything compared to 0 is a lot.
Is infinity.
Exactly. Infinitely more members than I have friends.
On this side of the poles.
Pardon?
I thought you were going to veer off the path for a second.
Oh.
Accidentally.
Yeah, no, I was just enjoying the view. And looking at that thing over there, kind of looks like it's a stepped badger.
It's a mountain lion.
Ah, well, as long as it's just sleeping.
I'm sorry for the walk. I did not expect it to be this particular path.
Well, could have bought a pair of couple of scooters though, but I'm not sure if you're allowed to ride them out here. Man, look at that view.
It would be much quicker.
Almost beautiful enough to make you forget it sucks.
It'll eventually come to some sort of end. Today, for the first time in many, many moons, we are going to do a sacrifice.
Good thing about that now.
Huh. The gnome can watch. You really have never been up here.
Oh, never.
It is a very nice view.
Well, it only is getting better the higher we go. Now we might even enjoy the sunset over the ocean. Or sunrise. Oh wait, shit. Sunsets in west and rises in east, so not a sunset over the ocean. Oh well.
There's nothing for many hundred miles in that direction.
That I can't believe.
On the other side, there's something after a few hundred. This walk is much more vertical than I presumed it would be.
Well, it's fine. Shit happens.
I normally take a different route along the side. I presume this would be quicker due to its size on a map.
Well, the path most travel isn't necessarily the quickest one. It might just be the one that is the scenic route because everyone wants to look at the view. Hey, you can almost see Balido from up here. Well, I guess when we get up to the peak, we'll be able to see it for good.
I think if you had a pair of binoculars, you could see every individual building.
Yeah, well, not like I bought a pair.
I presume you have a camera of some sort.
Oh,
Maybe,
absolutely.
Maybe a
Camera,
zoom feature
audio
on that would do.
recorder, inflatable sheep, pineapple,
I
72.
believe our victim is already silenced. And, so they may not produce that much sound. Fuck me, this is a long walk. The whole of grapeseed and everything.
and everything. Not to sound like a 7-year-old kid heading to Disney World, but are we there yet?
Do you have a virtual map on your phone?
Not sure
Do you have
if
a
I even have
physical map?
signal.
You will. There's a signal tower at the top of this mountain.
Oh.
A signal tower.
I'll be damned, there was indeed.
If you look at a virtual map on your phone, there is a large pool indented into the mountain. Just northwest of here, I presume.
Yeah, there's a lake. So that's where we're heading.
Yes.
And there's a mountain line. And it's gone.
Did it fall?
No idea, it just sort of blinked out of existence for a moment there.
All things are eventually taken. It would have been much easier to do this at the bottom of Mount Gordo. I believe we may have to go down.
Pardon?
I believe we may have to go down this side. However, I doubt it's safe.
Well, there's a path, so how unsafe can it be?
Most likely right. Did you barely fall? I believe it's straight. I would prefer you not fall. Out of all of the murders that happen to people hiking, 70% of them happen on Mount Gordo.
And that's where we are. So,
Yes.
look. Are you gonna kill me or not? Because if you are going to kill me, I would like to spare my legs the problem walking and turn it into your problem of carrying me. Just saying.
I don't think I could kill you. I believe it's close. It should be between this mountain peak and that one in front of us. far to the side of us. Yes. Perfect. I can't see the lights from up here. And that portion is steep. This portion of Mount Gordo was is the most connected to anything spiritually. And do you see the embers?
I can't say I do. I see a bench, but
Come a little closer. I'll relight these. Wait a second.
oh,
I'll relight them. Wait a second.
wow, now I see the candles.
They're a bit burning out, aren't they?
Well, let me grab my camera a moment.
Would you like me to move?
Ah, no, it's good, it's good. Just be careful I don't fall into the lake.
It's a natural hot spring.
So, I should sacrifice and there's your candles, so, what else gonna happen?
I should have a ally somewhere nearby. Maybe they'll take a few minutes to finish their walk. I'll check on them if you give me a moment.
I'm gonna go and bother the bench.
Is that your gift?
That is indeed my gift.
Would you like to ask any questions prior to the actions?
Well, yeah, you kind of seem to have taken umbrage by me calling you a cult, and honestly, sorry about that. What deal would you prefer to call yourself?
I don't believe cult is entirely wrong. However, I believe a religion would be more fitting.
I can see that. I suppose it does. It's also kind of a matter of perspective. So, what do you call your religion, so to say? Sir, bird, plane.
As a group, we do not have a name. We all follow the same being.
And the name of that being?
In Latin, there is a word that means a river of sorrow.
A river Styx. Wait, that's Greek mythology, never mind. But a river that is the river of sorrows. And go on.
It is one of the river Styx, as you put it.
Well, that was more dumb luck than anything, but go on.
Acheron. It is originally a Latin word. I believe it is originally a Greek deity, as you put it. We sacrifice a person to them, and then lay the body of the person within a lake or a river.
So we worship a river of the river Styx. Is that the gist of
We
it?
worship a god, an entity. I believe God may be incorrect as a term.
Well, again, I'm out of perspective, I suppose.
Are you religious?
That's also kind of a matter of perspective. I mean, I have had my fair share of people accusing my desire to look for the truth as a sort of religious bent. My name is Jerusalem, so there is that. But if you ask me if I believe in if there's anything that holds any supernatural power over the affairs of life and death in on this planet, I'm afraid not really. We're all just stories floating through the ether.
I believe something similar. But instead of the ether, as you put it, we are floating through a river of sorrow. And commanding that river, being that river, is Acheron. In the same way, a Christian god may be described as a Holy Ghost. it is not literally a ghost, but figuratively.
That also. I mean, no, I am not a Christian here. I do know a little bit about it. For a couple
Right.
of,
We
for a
need
couple
we
of,
need an evening where it's Gerd and Wilfred.
we're kind of not really an expert on Christianity. I do have studied a bit. I think it's one of the things that has caused schisms. The old Trinity, the God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. I mean, the Holy Ghost not necessarily being a ghost, but being some sort of spirit. And I believe some people think of it more of a spiritual connection within the Christian community rather than some physical being, and that this presence of this ghost spirit is a manifestation in a way of the Father and the Son within the community. But regardless,
That's interesting.
well, enough about my thoughts on Christianity. I'm here to talk with you and hear out what your religion is about. Give it a fair shake. Learn a few things about it. Find a capital T truth, so you guys don't have to, well, be persecuted, because some people tend to do that. Anything can be misunderstood, and that's not really a pleasant thing.
I don't believe us being persecuted, at least legally, would be a bad choice. We do things that are not legally always right. But if you truly believed, anything that would be done for Acheron, a one above anything you believe in, would be right.
Go with the flow, so to speak.
Sure. This can be done in any body of water.
Well, I'm now not exactly a mountaineer, as I said before, but I don't really see any kind of rivers floating to and from this pool, so it might just be stagnant water with no flow in it.
When it rains heavily, which it will after this sacrifice, some of the water extends beyond the hole it's in and flows down the mountain. It is not a lot. It is not a grand sight or amount, but it happens.
I guess not. Well, you mentioned that you had a friend or a buddy coming here. Is he on his way still, or?
I am unsure.
Yeah, well.
I believe they are. However, if it gets too late without their arrival, me and you can start.
Well, it's a bit too late to head home now anyway, so might as well wait until morning before I go anywhere. Not really keen on hiking through those mountains in the dark.
Would you like to inspect the body?
Well, sure, I'll take a look, but I'm not gonna touch it. At least not if I can help it.
Mind the fire.
Oh, I'll try to avoid that.
We kill the body without breaking its skin.
Strangulation. Or blunt trauma.
In this case, strangulation.
So, it's a volunteer or are you a murderer?
The second one.
Oh, so that whole murder spiel was not just to scare me out, it was to make a point.
Yes. Although, eventually, I hope I will be the person here. And it will no longer be an unsuspecting body.
So, who was this person?
I do not know. They lived alone.
So no one who will be missed.
As far as I'm aware, nobody knows this body is missing. Well, missing from its lively duties.
I suppose. Some complete stranger and now they're wrapped up here and they're about to go elsewhere. Down the river.
We first break its veins. We open its body through its neck and its wrists. Which I hope my partner arrives, would say some words over it, or think some things before we release it into the river. The candles are not for anything to do with the ritual, but it is unpleasing to handle a body. It is a long time since my partner has been here. I don't presume you wish to help with the sacrifice?
No, thanks. Would prefer just to be an observer. Like the gnome. Although he is kind of facing the wrong direction, let me sort that out.
So you can turn into watch as well.
There. Now we can stand and see.
It is not always like this.
No? How is it otherwise?
We normally do it much quicker. Although this is the best water source to do it in, it's been done both in the Alamo Sea and the Cassidy River. Although it may have been done in more places than that.
May have.
I was not the start and I will not be the end.
sort of in the middle of it, like a river.
I hope I am the end. I hope
Well,
it eventually finishes the job.
well, you can always stop. I mean, that might not satisfy the river, but
It won't be unsatisfied if I stop, although the members we currently have are not the most appealing people.
is that why you wear that mask?
Many of us do. I believe 4 out of the 5 of us wear this. I am quite normal under it. In fact, I live a normal life otherwise, other than this.
So it's a ritual mask.
Yes.
See you.
Yeah.
See, yep. It's both a mask for the ritual itself and for personal safety.
Personal safety, how so?
We have been caught many times, or I know I have twice. I know others have the same amount or more. If I wasn't wearing a mask like this, I don't believe I could continue doing it. I believe I would not be able to be here talking to you right now. I would be dead or in Bolingbroke or somewhere else.
I see. Well, I think it's break of dawn, and I'm starting to be a bit skeptical if your friend is going to show up after all.
We will start it in a few minutes if they are not here by then.
Hopefully, hopefully.
I'm on my way up now.
Alright, you can just no-click to be nearby.
Yeah. I'm in the process of doing that. Yeah.
Idea.
I apologize for being late and stuff.
Ah, there's the body.
Where Would you like to get closer? Would you like to do the honor and cut into the skin first?
It will be my honor.
There you go. Break the neck first. Cut open the neck and then its wrists. Good.
The crimson flows.
Perfect. Would you like to cut anywhere else? I know it is not normal for us, but maybe the camera would enjoy it.
I think an incision in the belly would make for a beautiful display.
Do so.
A beautiful crimson.
Please. Pass me the knife.
Is the outsider satisfied?
Do you wish to carve Acheron into it? Or would you like me to
Such
carve his
honor.
name?
I am honored. I will.
Carve it in, and then we'll pray and put the body into the river.
Praise be his name.
Hope he accepts the sacrifice, and as he usually does, may his body follow the river of sorrows down to the ocean wide. Would you like to help me carry the body in?
It will be my honor.
3. Let's throw it in on 3, okay?
Yes.
3,
I'm ready.
2, 1, now.
I did it.
The body loses all its bandages and stuff when it's thrown in water. That's so interesting.
Yeah. That's
What is it? Is it just a nude body with the number 8 on? I never knew that existed. It's so cool.
It's a nude body with the number 8 on it. Well, still wearing panties, but
so not completely nude.
Look, I did not mean to do that. Oh, that's fine.
but that is interesting. I didn't know that either. Well, excuse me while I get out of the lake. That was not part of the plan.
Praise Acheron.
What emote is that?
Namaste.
Praise Acheron. May this sacrifice
Be worthy.
of your name
How did you feel?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, to be honest, a little bit freaked out, but I'm not supposed to be in a position to judge here. I'm just an observer, and
It's fair to be freaked out, I believe.
I mean, it's the first time I've seen this sort of thing. I've seen a lot of things, but so the ritual's done with.
indeed.
Yes. We wait. It will rain heavily within the next few days. And that
Well.
is when we'll know it's good.
Well, I hope your ritual has the effect you were hoping it did.
It will. If you wish to take a faster way down, the lower path is much faster than the one we both took.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. It's also think it's a bit of a detour. It's a longer, maybe easier on the knees, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna take the path that I came from. But thanks for the suggestion.
Thank you for your gift and your time and your excellence.
Well, you're welcome. Now, I suppose you guys have some cleaning up to do, so I'll let you leave you to it and head back to the car.
Thank you.
So you take care out there and enjoy the little Nomi man.
We will.
Acheron be praised.
Would you like to start the candles?
It would be my honor.
Don't mind me doing a little bit of text pricing.
What?
Nothing, nothing, nothing.
Oh, there's a mountain lion.
We're followers of Acheron. It would never hurt us. Gets eaten instantly. God damn, we should have used a pool closer to civilization.
It's somewhat of a walk.
The walks are good for like general RP. Like with a bunch of people